Arijit Basu joins us, Managing Director with State Bank of India. Mr. Basu, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What do you make of the announcements which have come on Friday by the Finance Minister? The fact that banks should be recapitalized upfront by 70,000 crore. How potentially this could change life for SBI?
Good morning. The measures announced by the Finance Minister on Friday are very welcome, and they have been welcomed across the board, not only from banks but all industries. There were discussions which were going on for some time, and I think it's a very timely intervention. As far as the 70,000 crore is concerned, this will help the banks which are in urgent need of capital because it is being released upfront in one go, and therefore give them a lot of liquidity and strength to lend in the market. That is the intention of the government. As far as SBI is concerned, we are already well capitalized, and capital is not coming in the way of our lending. In fact, we have lent in this period also when there has been a slowdown. The retail sector is growing well. But overall, I think it is very helpful for the banking sector.
Apart from helping the sentiment, do you think the measures which have been announced for NBFCs, the measures which have been announced for the auto sector, they will help liquidity a long way?
I think so. NBFCs, there is the support which has already been announced earlier, partial credit guarantee scheme and co-origination of loans and so on and so forth. But you have to look at it in totality. So if you look at even the infrastructure sector, there is now the delayed payments is a very major thing which comes in the way of companies going forward and doing business. That will be taken care of. Then the monitoring, if there is any dispute, then the arbitration claims will be monitored. Auto sector, there was a lot of speculation as to, what kind of decision the government intends to take. There was some uncertainty which was coming up. I think that has been dispelled. And the signal that the government has given, they have also talked of, deepening of the bond market, which is again one of the requirements for NBFCs. So the signal that the government is giving is that they would like business to flourish in a good manner. That is, all honest businessmen should be able to do business in a transparent manner, and so that the entrepreneurial spirit revives, and again, India is on the path of growth. And I think she has also followed up by saying that this is only the first round of announcements that have been made, and going forward, this will be followed up. So overall, I think this is intended to give a boost to the economy, and I think it will succeed in doing that.
So the fact that now they're to launch more repo-linked loan products, what is the impact this will have on interest rates, on NIMs? There seem to be some mixed views on this as well. I want to get your perspective on how this is likely to play out.
So repo-linked lending rate is one way in which to ensure that very quick monetary transmission can take place. So what was happening was that in spite of rate cuts or rate changes being made by RBI, banks were finding it increasingly difficult to pass it on because there you have to have a similar kind of movement both on the liability side as well as on the asset side. So on the asset side, that is loans, you want to make an interest rate cut, you need to also cut on the liability side. So what the banks, and I think State Bank took a lead in that, we were the first to announce from 1st May, we linked all our cash credit and overdraft loans above 1 lakh rupees to the repo-linked lending rate. And thereafter, we also had a repo-linked. Now we have a repo-linked home loan product. So taking a cue from what SBI has done, both the government and the RBI has reached out to the other banks saying that they should also come in. So a repo-linked lending rate would be beneficial in a falling interest rate scenario when very quickly the benefits can be passed on to those who are borrowers, whether it is a home loan borrower or whether it is a MSME or a company which wants to borrow money from the banks and lend. So going forward, this is, I think, one way in which we can have a faster transmission of the rate changes that are made by RBI.